On the world of Kamino, Admiral Tarkin stands with Prime Minister Lama Su as they await the arrival of Clone Force 99. Tarkin has hinted that he wishes to test the ability of the altered clones on more than training droids. Soon the troopers stand face to face with the Admiral. I must admit, your skills in the training simulation were admirable, yet the droid army are no longer a threat to the Empire. Jedi pose the biggest issue for now, and they all must be terminated. Your brethren have failed where they couldn't afford such. There's still Jedi unaccounted for, and they must be brought to justice. Hunter soon stepped forward. Who exactly is this Jedi? You will find out eventually. The Emperor had them marked as a priority target. Shouldn't that mean they're dead? Until a body has been identified, all Jedi will be considered alive between us. Find them. Tarkin then turned to Lama Su. If your creations are successful, we shall resume our talks. With that, the Admiral made his exit, and certainly left his mark amongst the Kaminoans. Lama Su couldn't quite make out if he had gotten what he wanted out of the Admiral, but he knew a lot rested on the shoulders of the 4 clones standing before him. I'm certain you will be successful where others were not. The information for your mission will be sent shortly. Lama Su now made his exit as Clone Force 99 debated the recent developments. So we're supposed to find some Jedi? Big deal. The ones on Kala were a cakewalk. Perhaps not. There's 2 Jedi that received priority status, the former General Obi-Wan Kenobi and another Jedi, Ahsoka Tano. Tech was glued to the datapad as he pored over the information for both. Tech, what are you doing? Did you break into records already? Depends on how you define break. Besides, it's better than waiting for their dossier to arrive. It seems Obi-Wan Kenobi was on Utapau at the time of the order. CC-2244 reported him as MIA, but public records have him as dead. What about the other Jedi? This Tano? His was interesting. She was reportedly stationed aboard a Jedi cruiser at the time of the order, yet all contact with the ship was lost, but, as expected, public records have her listed as dead. Crosshair started cleaning his rifle as he looked towards the upcoming hunt. So, we have our pick of who to find. Wonderful. I say we go after Kenobi. Well, it seems we don't get a choice. The dossier has arrived. Ahsoka Tano is our target. Figures. She's gonna be the hardest one to find. What information does it have? Hunter signaled for everyone to prep as Tech delivered the details on the target. The cruiser was stationed above Mandalore for a short time, set to extradite a prisoner to Coruscant. Once Order 66 was issued, contact lasted for about an hour before the ship went offline. The last known position is above an unnamed moon. Logic says we should start there. Hunter placed on his helmet.
Then let's get moving.
The squad loaded up on their personal starship and took off from Kamino on their first official Imperial mission. The ride to the unknown moon was quiet as there was one thing on everyone's mind: Echo. When Order 66 was called, Echo's treatment under Separatist captivity resulted in his inhibitor failing. He was left the only clone on collar, questioning what was happening, but his squad mates weren't. I'll say it. Well, I miss Echo. Wrecker trudged his way to the back of the ship, while Crosshair sat patiently.
He disobeyed direct orders. Got what he was owed.
Still, he was pretty useful. With that little droid arm of his. I bet he made Tech's job easier. We can make do without him. We did before he joined. Tech joined the conversation from the cockpit, but Hunter wanted to change of pace.
Who is Ahsoka Tano anyway? Why does she receive priority status?
I questioned that as well. The only viable information I found was she was once the Padawan of Anakin Skywalker, but Imperial records list him as dead as well, both publicly and behind closed doors.
Where did Skywalker die? I remember him at an Axis.
If I remember correctly, he fell at the Jedi Temple, but it's time to put that out of mind. We're here. The blue lights of the hyperspace ended as the desolate moon came into vision. The orbit of the planet was empty, leaving most of the squad to question if anything was even here. Though Crosshair pointed out fragments of debris floating around, he noted the trajectory suggested something was down below on the moon. Once the ship made its way to the surface, there was no mistaking what laid out before them. A Republic cruiser was crashed, and snow had started following, almost covering up whatever secrets were left. Clone Force 99 made certain to uncover them before they were lost forever.
All right,
Hunter called out to his team.
let's move out.
The ship landed behind the wreckage, and each member of the team stepped out, cautiously aiming their blasters across the unfamiliar landscape.
Split up. See what you can find, but stay frosty.
Hunter ordered as each trooper explored a different part of the wreckage. Tech decided to check inside the cruiser itself, while Crosshair circled around, hoping to find a spot where he could watch over. Wrecker uncovered pieces of rubble, looking for anything, though it was Crosshair who noticed something interesting.
Hunter, to the rear there are the helmet of clone troopers. Legion is unidentifiable. Never known any to have that kind of marking, but I do see a 501st helmet.
Tech chimed in on the comms to offer an explanation.
I've located the ship's manifest. The 501st Legion did serve on this vessel. It appears that they painted their helmets for this Ahsoka Tano. I'm digging through the security recordings now. I'll let you know what I find.
Hunter and Wrecker soon arrived to where Crosshair had led them, and what they saw was absolutely puzzling. Countless helmets, all serving as grave markers for the clones buried below them. It quickly became clear that the only person who could have done this was the Jedi in question, but that was the only answer they had. They still had no clue what transpired on board the cruiser for it to meet the fate it had. Hunter soon found a critical piece of the puzzle. He kneeled down and uncovered a lightsaber, slightly marred by the weather, but still intact.
Boys, we got a lightsaber. A Jedi must be dead then. They never forget that.
Hunter knew more than to believe a false signal like this.
No. She wants everyone to think she's dead. The Jedi is out there somewhere.
Tech then came over the comms, signaling for everyone to meet him in the bridge of the derelict vessel. They all gathered around as Tech began to play the recordings he was able to uncover.
It seems Order 66 was successfully received on board this vessel, though Tano was able to avoid her extermination. Yet something occurred with this clone, CT-7567, Captain Rex. It appears at some point he started helping the Jedi, and the pair escaped. Further recordings indicate they were able to scavenge a BTL Y-Wing starfighter before escaping. So now we're looking for two traitors. Great.
Now the Clone Force had a new lead, this clone trooper, one they knew from an Axis, CT-7567. So not only were they hunting a Jedi, but now they were hunting one of their own.